Hello everyone, what is up and welcome back to another video. Today's video is not going to be any tech review or it's not going to be any teardowns because we've been doing that for quite some time, and usually once in a while I'll just post some tech tips to either make your YouTube videos or your channel better. And those videos were mainly from the struggles that I faced. I'm not saying I'm really perfect now, but I'm still trying to improve, but I'm just going to share on tips that help improve or make things easier for me. So I would love to share them and just make for those new YouTubers, for those like just posting your first video or your second video even more easier. This is also such a video, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing how I started off making thumbnails from like this to slowly improving to this, and then to now finally I'm not really saying a very good thumbnail, but at least a really very improved version of thumbnails like this. So of course, I went through a lot of apps. I've tried basic photo editing apps like just the ones on the normal Samsung phones. So I went from just very basic photo apps on Android phones to some of the free thumbnail making apps available on Android, to photoshopping apps, to photoshopping websites, and to the basic app on Mac such as the Keynote app, and then going on to professional websites to do my thumbnails. Now I'm currently using Canva to do my thumbnails. I've really been trying to improve on my thumbnail ever since the start, and I think you have definitely would have seen the difference. So today I would like to share how I make a thumbnail for my YouTube channel on a regular basis. Sometimes for my thumbnails I really do proper color gradings and things like that, just in case if the background it's good but just that the colors doesn't really match up, then I do some color gradings. Other than that, sometimes the thumbnail making process doesn't really take long. Sometimes it takes me for about an hour, and sometimes it just takes me for about 5 minutes to make the thumbnails. Yep, so I'll be explaining everything in this video. So without further ado, let's get started into the video. Firstly, the website that we are using is Canva. As you go down here you can see that these are the various thumbnails that I made for my previous videos. You can see all of it is in YouTube thumbnail. So let's start off with making a thumbnail for this video. So firstly, I'll go to create a design, and then I'll go to YouTube thumbnails. There are different sizes. The templates, so we're just gonna click YouTube thumbnail. I'm gonna click YouTube thumbnail and it will create an empty template for us to try on. After opening empty thumbnail, you can choose various templates that they have given. Here you can see the different backgrounds and the different images that I've used for my previous thumbnails. So that you would have definitely guessed it. Yeah, this is the Nothing phone, this is the iPhone 2G, and my iBook reviews in the background. You can either preload it from here. Firstly, we're gonna choose a background for this thumbnail. Usually for all my backgrounds, I would use Unsplash because that is free. So Unsplash, and we're in Unsplash now, and let's just search for thumbnail backgrounds. That's what I always do. So thumbnail backgrounds, you don't have to go to the Unsplash Plus pay for the wallpapers. You can definitely go for the free ones, which are really good. These are very high quality images which you can't just get from normal Google images. Just gonna go for thumbnail backgrounds and we're gonna put colors. Let's put colors. Yeah, I would recommend you to really spend your time and really search for a good background, because a good background is really important. Just like what I'm doing, try to use different keywords in order for you to get like a really good background, but usually some of it are repetitive. So now I've chosen this photo as my thumbnail background for this video. So all I'm going to do is to click download for free, and it will download. Just bring it to the desktop. Bring it to the desktop is not really necessary, but I'm someone who likes to bring it to desktop and use it from there. And then I'll just go to Unsplash and I'll just upload the photo in. So once the background is here, you don't have to turn it, you don't have to just stretch it out for the image to be filled, because sometimes when you stretch it out, you see the texture is slightly gone, and you see sometimes it's like that. So we don't want that. With the photo here, all we're going to do is double tap it. You'll say set image as background, and we're good to go. Or let's say you want both the colors to be on two separate sides, then all you have to do is just turn it around 90 degrees and just click it as set image as background, and we're good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Google, put Canva. I'm going to go to Canva images. Let me just take out this Canva wording and this Canva logo here. I'm just going to save it in desktop. Okay, so once we have saved, we're going to go back to our design. Let's just try dragging this in. So we have dragged it in, and as we can see here, the color is a little contrasting because the back is turquoise and this is also kind of blue, so it doesn't blend in well together. So what we're going to do is, we can't change the color of the Canva logo because it's a logo, but we're going to change the color of the background. So for that, we have to click edit image, and then we're going to click maybe reduce the brightness of the image, maybe increase the brightness. This is too overblown. I tried editing the image, but the image couldn't be edited. Even though I edited it, but when I put Canva here, it just doesn't look nice. I want the logo to be on the right and the wording to be on the left. So all I got to do is just detach this image and just turn it around. I'm just gonna click it as set it as image, edit the image, and we're gonna bring everything to 0, and we're just gonna bring the filters to none. There you go, the image is back to how it was at the start. You're gonna reduce the canva, and then now is the time for us to bring in the canva logo, the second canva logo, which is this, but this has all these white backgrounds. So what are you going to do about it? Just gonna click delete it for now, and we're gonna go into another website called the background remover, and I'm gonna click upload image, and we're gonna click Canva, this logo here. There we go, let it process for a while, and we got our Canva logo. Here it shows Canva having a hollow space, but that doesn't matter because our YouTube thumbnail is gray color, so it will still match up. Of course, if it's in a totally different contrasting color, then you have to really consider getting a white color in. And now we go back to our Canva and we drag this image in. There you go, our Canva logo is in, and we just gotta position it a slightly higher and not really at the end here, because at this side here we will have the timing for our videos, so we don't want this logo to obstruct that. We're just gonna leave it here and go on to text, and we're gonna click add a heading. Always click add a heading and not a subheading, because heading is slightly smaller and slightly wider, and it's just gonna be slightly difficult for us to make it bigger. So let's not make it hard for us. I will always like to use all caps, but that really depends on your video and your type. This is the thumbnail title that I'm going to do. So I've typed it out. All I have to do is highlight it and go through all the different fonts that they have. So I can just go through the fonts and see which one really suits my video and suits my liking too. It has to suit the video, it has to suit the thumbnail background, it has to be slightly relatable to the videos and things like that. So I've decided to go for this Archivo narrow font. I'm just gonna drag this box inwards, and we have to fit this inside this turquoise layer. So all I have to do is just to make it small. I think that we all know. I'm going to try to bold it and try to make it slightly italics so that it will look slightly better. You can definitely have use the default colors, or you can make your own colors using this color spectrum here, which is really easy to do. Just see which one really suits the video, and it's kind of easy to choose, so shouldn't really be an issue here. Since I have to go for really dark colors, I think I'm just gonna go for this blood red color. And let's say you just want to use this color again, you don't have to worry. You can definitely click on this color. You can definitely put your cursor on the color, and the color code will show up. So if let's say you want to click on this color code, you can definitely take it down, and the next time you do, you can just put the color code here and the color will pop up. So that's something easy to do, because one small change will change the entire color code. If you want the exact color, the color code is very, very important. So after doing that, I'm just gonna go to effects now. And always remember to highlight it so that you know which font that you are changing. You can do whichever effects you want. We can put shadows, we can put lift, maybe neon, glitch. I've used a lot of these in my previous videos. You can of course curve the words if you want. These are some of the features here. So I'm just gonna go with the shadow to make it slightly lift off, a red with a slight green color at the back, and we can choose how we want this color to be. This is like a shadow, so you choose this shadow to be really standing out, and or just to be slightly used as a background. Make it cramped in because we have little space, and I'm just gonna increase the font of it because we do have a space, so just try to make it as big as possible. But that really depends on your video and how you are using this thumbnail. If you're gonna add more photos or videos, then you can definitely bring it up and bring it down. That really depends on you. So there we go, the thumbnail is done. And of course, once we are done, we can click share and we can click download. When downloading, remember to use PNG because PNG is the best for images, and JPEG is just for sharing. So just use PNG and click download. There we go, it's downloading. Just gonna open this, and there we go. Our Canva thumbnail is ready for use. Definitely take it and upload it straight into your YouTube videos without any issues. So that's how you make thumbnails. Of course, there are many other apps such as Adobe Spark, which I used to use, but I had a lot of issues with Adobe Spark because it was really glitchy, it was lagging. But of course, it really had good features like removing background built into it, so I didn't have to use another separate website to do it. That was kind of convenient, but it wasn't optimized for me. It wasn't really working for me. It was having a lot of bugs, so I decided to switch to Canva, and as far as I can remember, I haven't been having any issues with Canva till now. And for me, it took me about around 15 minutes to do this Canva thumbnail. Of course, it wouldn't take you this long to make such a simple thumbnail because I was trying to explain every single thing. So that is why it took really quite some time. But for simple thumbnails like this, I think I would really took maximum less than 10 minutes for me to do this thumbnail. But there have definitely been thumbnails which I have took hours, many hours to do. And the main reason would be because I couldn't decide on the thumbnail background. Because like you have seen in Unsplash, I've used a lot of the Unsplash backgrounds for my videos. And I don't want to be repetitive using the same thumbnails. It won't be nice. And it won't differentiate between videos. So I really want to be really unique for everything single thumbnail, so it's kind of hard to choose for a background, and some backgrounds will be really nice but this can't be used for the specific video that I'm shooting. Another one is editing the background. Sometimes some background might look nice but just that the colors won't be good, so we gotta edit, we gotta be really precise about the colors. That will take a bit of time. And sometimes the images that I use for my thumbnails, let's say I'm doing my review on my iPhone 2G, then I really want it to be a really good video review. Like let's say I want it to be a front and back view of the iPhone 2G, but I don't want it to be two separate images. I want it to be just like the promotional images on the Apple website. Those are really hard to find, and sometimes some images that I find some reflection on it and I can't use it, or sometimes some images will just be too blur. The clarity will be really bad and it will be very pixelated and blur, so I can't use them. So that really consumes time. Proper images, proper background is really important. The font is also not that hard. The font isn't as hard as this because once you have the images and the background set up, you will know which font will look best, and the color too. So the color and font aren't really an issue. I haven't been having any issues with that till now. Once in a while I have been, but that is because I have been undecisive. Background and image really important. That's what I really concentrate on. But there are definitely better editing apps, paid, for you to do your thumbnail, which of course paid definitely will get you more features, and even in Canva, if you pay for it, then definitely will have more fonts to play around with. And same for Unsplash, if you pay for it, you get more images. So start off and they don't want to invest much because they are just starting off, then I guess free is the way to go. So that's been it for this video. I don't know if everyone will like it because this is not something that everyone does, so I really hope this helps YouTubers who are struggling with thumbnails to really help them, I guess. If this video helped you even a bit, like maybe the website that I used to remove the background or something like that, I'll be really happy if this video helped you. But if you're going to be using Canva, then sure, if this video helped you, then I'll be really happy too. The links to the website that I used, Canva, Unsplash, and background remover, will all be in the description below. So that's been it for this video. If it helped some of you, do leave a like below. If you want to continue supporting me, do click the subscribe button. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch all of you in the next one. Bye.